next on Fox.
The clock is ticking on several key issues at the State House. We have the latest on daylight saving time, plus a last-minute push to save education funding. Plus, it's only Game 2, but the pressure is on the Pacers in Boston. We'll have post-game reaction and more April showers in our future. Full details coming up at 10.
I'm Chris Alexander.
I'm Joel A.
I'm Lisa Adelsberger.
And I'm proud to work at Anheuser-Busch.
The only major American brewery that's still American-owned.
Because when profits stay in the U.S.,
so does your money.
And because all of us believe
that the greatest country in the world deserves the best beer in the world.
Why do the employees of Anheuser-Busch work so hard to make the world's finest beer?
Because I am an owner.
I'm an owner.
I'm an owner.
This is America's beer. This is Anheuser-Busch.
Put the spring back in your skin. Restore the look of firmness. Neutrogena Visibly Firm Serum with concentrated active copper. Active copper shown to stimulate collagen and firm skin. Want skin to look firmer with more spring? I do. Visibly Firm Serum. Neutrogena.
Farmers Auto Insurance gets you back where you belong.
Help me! Will somebody please help me? Someone stole my Visa check card.
Oh, lady.
Read my lips. If your Visa check card's lost or stolen, you're not liable for fraudulent charges.
And all that money will be put back in your checking account. Sheesh.
Signing with a Visa check card is super, super safe.
There's no need to fear. Underdog.
Never mind.
American Idol is live tomorrow on Fox.
We didn't bring this crisis on ourselves, but we're going to be the ones to settle it.
Desperate times.
The warhead will be detonated before dawn on the East Coast.
Let's suit up.
Call for desperate measures.
No one connected with the government can admit to knowing anything about this.
But will an act of courage
People moving towards you on both floors.
become an act of war?
Jack!
I have my orders. I'm doing my job.
24, an all-new episode next Monday. Viewer discretion advised.
Fox 59 News at 10 starts right now.
Fighting for education dollars. Lawmakers face a tough decision on the hottest issue in the state budget. That story is first on Fox tonight. Good evening, everyone. I'm Bob Donaldson.
And I'm Cheryl Parker. Time is ticking away for legislators to balance the state budget. And for hundreds of parents and teachers, that also means time is running out for public education. Fox 59's Glendale Jones is live at the State House where teachers and parents sent a strong message to Governor Mitch Daniels. Glendale?
That's right, Cheryl. Education supporters use these noisemakers to hammer home a point this afternoon. They don't want education slashed by millions. But as you may remember, Governor Daniels promised that he would balance the budget. And if those proposed cuts go through, education would definitely suffer.
Education is in bad shape.
We know you have all power. Yes, sir. Ain't nothing too hard that heaven cannot heal.
So much so, it is in need of prayer.
We ask you speak to the heart of our governor.
Yes, Lord.
And let him know that what he's doing is wrong.
Lawmakers and religious leaders held a rally right outside Governor Daniels' office this afternoon, hoping he doesn't sign a bill slashing education to balance the state's budget.
So we want to plead with the governor, not cut education. Find something else to cut. Don't cut the knowledge.
Right here in Indianapolis alone, over $20 million in cuts in 1 year. And those cuts are going to get larger and larger. Our schools cannot function on cuts like that.
Outside the State House, IPS's Arlington High School band drummed up support. Inside, it's all about business.
It is not fair to ask districts like Gary and Indianapolis to continue to do more with less. We are now being asked to do more with nothing.
Parents and educators accuse lawmakers of balancing the state's budget on the backs of children.
We ask for all children, whether they go to school here in Indianapolis, in Nineveh, in Portage, in South Bend, anywhere in the state of Indiana, to receive the emphasis on adequate funding for public education.
Teachers and counselors know the reality for education doesn't look good.
We've got the Colts and we've got the Pacers, but we can't fund our own schools. And this doesn't make sense.
Now, lawmakers have until the end of this week to balance the state's budget, but as one Indiana lawmaker told me, she really doesn't think the governor will. We'll have to wait and see. Reporting live from the State House, Glendale Jones, Fox 50.
The governor's signature is the only thing standing in the way of a speed limit increase. A bill to raise limits from 65 to 70 miles an hour on some rural sections of interstates in Indiana passed both the House and Senate today. If Governor Daniels signs the bill, the new speed limits will become law July 1st.
And with time running out in this legislative session, the daylight saving time bill inched closer to a final vote. The proposal calling on Hoosiers to change their clocks twice a year advanced to the full Senate, but only just barely. The bill passed out of the Senate Rules Committee by a vote of 6 to 5. Proponents made many of the now familiar arguments for daylight saving time.
People say, we know what time it is in Indiana, and that's true. We do know what time it is in Indiana. The problem is people outside of Indiana don't know what time it is, and so it's not that we have a difficult time doing business with others. We make it difficult for the rest of the world to do business with us.
The Senate vote on daylight saving time is expected on Wednesday. Mayor Bart Peterson's making his final push this week for passage of his Indianapolis Works Plan. The mayor's reform plan would consolidate many city and county services. He says if state lawmakers reject his proposal, layoffs and cuts in services are inevitable. Peterson made what he calls his last policy speech on the topic tonight. He says it's not too late to come to an agreement on Indy Works.
If they're willing to work with me, I'm willing to work with them. For 4 months, they so far have not been willing to work with me, but I'm hopeful that something will change here in the last few days.
The mayor's opponents have questioned the need for consolidation and want the proposal studied.
Checking other Fox News today, jury selection is set to get underway in the double murder trial of an Indianapolis man. Frederick Bear is accused of killing 26-year-old Corey Clark and her 4-year-old daughter, Jenna. Bear is charged with entering their Lapel home in February of last year and slashing their throats. Because of the pretrial publicity, the judge agreed to have the jury brought in from another county north of Madison County. The selection process begins tomorrow morning. Bear faces the death penalty if convicted. The man charged with killing a 10-year-old Crothersville girl tells reporters he's innocent. While being walked out of court after a pretrial hearing, Hickman said he was there but did not kill Katie Coleman. Her body Creek 5 days after she went missing. Prosecutors say Hickman killed Coleman to keep her from telling authorities about a meth operation she had learned about. Relief tonight for a family fearing the worst about their missing daughter.
The family of an Indiana University student who disappeared while studying in England received word that she is alive and safe. But as Fox 59's Derek Wilkerson reports, there's still a lot of questions surrounding her disappearance.
It appears Indiana University student Lisa Wright is no longer missing. According to relatives, police in London, England know exactly where she is.
As we understand it, they are able to, at this point, pinpoint her location and that she is still under observation.
Lisa is a junior at Indiana University. This semester, she was studying in London. Her family says after Lisa disappeared on April 19th, they noticed thousands of dollars were withdrawn from her bank account.
Answered our prayers.
A source from the U.S. Embassy in England tells the Wright family Lisa has been found, but little else.
We found out that Lisa is fine as far as we can tell. They will let us know a little bit later on to what degree her ordeal was.
What happened to Lisa is a mystery. She finished an internship program about 11 days ago. She doesn't have her cell phone and apparently canceled a visit to see her cousin who lives 2 hours from London. Her mother, an aunt, and an uncle are on their way to England.
We're reasonably sure that as soon as family members are on the ground and can make contact, that there can be a reunion and Lisa can return home safely.
Quintella Wright should arrive in England sometime Tuesday morning. Not long after that, she hopes to be reunited with her daughter and find out for herself that she's truly safe and sound. Derek Wilkerson, Fox 59, News at 10.
The Wright family had previously planned to visit Lisa this week. Now they hope to help with police in her investigation to bring her home.
Investigators want you to take a look at some surveillance video to help them find a suspect in several burglaries on the northeast side. The man was caught on camera at Chris's ice cream shop in the 1400 block of East 86th Street. The burglar stole the cash register and several $100s in cash. Detectives at the Marion County Sheriff's Department believe this is the same person who burglarized other businesses in the area. If you recognize the suspect and know where to find him, call in your anonymous tip to Crime Stoppers at 262-TIPS.
A proposal that would have forbidden discrimination based on someone's sexual orientation was rejected tonight by the City County Council. Fox 59's Michael Maley joins us from the City County building tonight, where the vote on that controversial proposal was taken just within the past hour. Michael?
Good evening. That vote came down actually in just about 10 minutes of discussion. Now, here are those numbers for you. 18 against, 11 in favor. Those 18 in red, the 11 in green in favor. So the minority in favor of a proposal that would have made it illegal for companies with 6 or more to hire or fire based on a worker or potential worker's sexual preference. It would have also made it illegal for realtors or landlords to discriminate in the same way. Now, no public comment allowed tonight, but dozens of gay rights supporters stormed out of the meeting, one escorted out by deputies. He and many others there who left took the vote quite personally.
I have a family, I have a daughter, I have a son, both in college. I can't believe that this city makes us out to be such horrible people when we benefit this city.
No one in this community is left out or should feel that they're left out. However, I do think that we have to make decisions based on information and evidence that we have. And we don't have any information or evidence that these folks, these particular groups have been discriminated against.
Now, with tonight's vote, this proposal, activists say they're not giving up. They say the vote itself actually feels like an act of discrimination. Talk to Council President Steve Talley and others tonight who say they're always willing to listen. For now, we're live downtown. Michael Maley, Fox 59, News at 10.
Homeowners who live near a proposed Butler University expansion project get a chance to voice their opinions. Many are concerned about the potential traffic increase the expansion would cause. The $52 million project includes the addition of 500 apartments, computer labs, and a fitness facility. Residents believe there's no way around that, adding to an already congested area.
Because I find it hard to believe that we're going to put 500 students in this housing and not increase the traffic flow. That's impossible.
For the past 2 years, I've probably run across 5 instances where I can't even get down the street. So it's annoying.
I still don't have any clear understanding as to why the school is projecting out into the neighborhood to build rather than building in the campus.
An examiner for the Metropolitan Development Commission reviewed and approved the plan earlier this month. A full board vote is expected next month.
It's Reggie to the rescue again for the Pacers tonight. Reggie Miller hit another big bucket as the Blue and Gold even their first-round playoff series with the Celtics tonight. Fox 59 Sports Director Chris Dennery has our first look at the highlights. Hi, Chris.
Thanks, Bob. We were all wondering how the Pacers would respond tonight after Saturday's blowout loss to the Celtics. Reggie Miller said it was just one game. The goal was to win one of the first 2 on the road. Well, the Pacers got out to a great start. Steven Jackson had 3 threes in the first quarter. Pacers led by 8 after one. After a 7-point game one, Reggie on fire. 3 threes. He had 28 to lead the Pacers. Blue and Gold up 5 at the half. Celtics came back in the third. Paul Pierce scores 33. They led by 5 and by as many as 7 in the fourth. But a 14-4 run by the Pacers in the final 6 minutes, capped by a Reggie hoop with 37 seconds to play. The Pacers even the series at a game apiece. They beat the Celtics 82-79.
There's no way this team's going to go quietly. No way. We've been through too much, and everything that's happened to us, has strengthened our fans, and you know, we're going to keep pushing forward. And we're playing against a team that's very talented and very good. And tonight we finally played the kind of game that we needed to play to give ourselves a chance to win.
So, Bob and Cheryl, the series now shifts in the Pacers' favor, tied at a game apiece. The Pacers now have home court advantage. Game 3 is Thursday night at Conseco Fieldhouse. Tip-off set for 7:30. Game 4 Saturday night. There will be a Game 5 next Tuesday night in Boston. We'll have complete highlights here from Reggie Miller coming up in sports.
Coming up on Fox 59 News at 10.
The parents of 2 children missing in Georgia get the worst possible news from authorities, while little is known about their disappearance and deaths.
Plus, there's concern tonight about the safety of 2 million GM cars and trucks. Find out if your vehicle is on the recall list.
Couple of days has been up and down all over the place, kind of like a roller coaster, but we're going to see some changes today. Everybody made it to the 60s, but take a look at this. We have some rain headed our way for later tonight and a good portion of tomorrow. We'll take a look at the forecast a little bit later on in weather. Stick around for that.
Fox 59 News at 10, brought to you by your local Dodge dealers.
The all-new Dodge Dakota is the mid-size pickup designed to give you more. Whether you choose a fuel-efficient V6 or the only available V8 in its class, you're going to get more room, more power, and more style. You're also going to get a 5-star frontal crash test rating and our 770 powertrain limited warranty. The all-new Dodge Dakota. It's a lot more truck. Now get big cash allowances plus an April bonus cash allowance for up to $3,000 on Dodge Dakota.
We get a lot of complex patients here. Every day is different. Every patient is different. I'm always learning something new. Working here keeps me challenged. People think I make my patients better. Actually, they make me better.
Buick has climbed into second place in the worldwide dependability rating. After LaCrosse, Buick might become the world leader. The all-new, highly acclaimed Buick LaCrosse. Humility standard, blushing optional.
During Buick's Hot Button event, lease a CX for around $249 per month. Call for details. See your Buick dealer.
When you miss Fox 59 Morning News, you miss the most local news. Plus,
Brian Bosma, our first weather guest
a
this morning.
special weather guest. And where's Cat at?
Welcome to the dining room at the Decorator's Show House.
Showing off local homes for a good cause. Don't miss Fox 59 Morning News, weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m.
6 finalists battle for your vote in TV's most thrilling live event.
Anything can happen.
American Idol, Tuesday at 8, Fox 59, Indianapolis.
Now, Bob Donaldson, Cheryl Parker, Brian Wilkes, Chris Denary. This is Fox 59 News at 10.
Troubling questions tonight still surround the deaths of 2 toddlers in Georgia.
Their bodies were discovered today in a sewage pond a few hundred yards from their home. 2-year-old Nicole Payne and her 3-year-old brother Jonah were last seen on Saturday. A spokesman for the Georgia Bureau of Investigation says algae in the pond made it difficult to find the children.
There's a green algae or bacteria that covers the pond for a purpose. And apparently, when they first went by there Saturday or Sunday, it was very difficult for them to see it.
Investigators are still considering whether foul play was involved in the toddler's death.
At least 71 people died when a Japanese train derailed and plowed into an apartment building in a city west of Tokyo. The frantic search to free the survivors tops tonight's Fox 59 newsreel. The 7-car commuter train carried almost 600 passengers. In addition to the fatalities, more than 400 others were injured. Railway officials are checking the train's automatic braking system to see if it was operating properly. The U.S. government says it's arrested one of the world's most notorious drug kingpins, an Afghan man with ties to the Taliban who led an operation that transported at least $50 million worth of heroin. Federal prosecutors claim Bashir Noorzai gave Afghanistan's former rulers weapons, manpower, and explosives. In return, the Taliban allegedly let the man's drug business flourish. With gas prices soaring, President Bush met Saudi Arabia's leader to talk about oil output, among other things, but the meeting ended with no promises from the Saudis to increase their short-term production as the White House had hoped. Officials say Saudi Arabia did present a long-term plan to increase production by the end of the decade. And citing various safety issues, General Motors is recalling more than 2 million vehicles. The world's biggest automaker says there have been only a few minor injuries linked to the 6 separate recalls. The largest involves about 1.5 million SUVs and pickups with design problems with the middle belts in the back seat. Owners will be notified by mail in the coming weeks. And that's your Fox 59 newsreel for Monday, April 25th.
Still to come on Fox 59 News at 10. Scary moments for the Pacers tonight, but they're heading home happy. We have more post-game reaction later in sports.
Plus, power problems continue in Cleveland after a spring snowstorm cripples the city.
And Darren's watching another weather system that will keep things cooler and wet this week. His Super Foxcast is next.
No SUV has done it before. Mercury Mountaineer is first in owner loyalty 4 years in a row. Mountaineer introduced the disappearing third row seat.
And now, there's roll stability control for added safety. You've got room for up to 7. And more than enough space for everything. And everybody. And a powerful V8 engine. Here's another reason why Mountaineer drivers are so loyal.
It's my life. Get it on. Bright House Networks. Get full digital cable with more than 250 channels. Get DVR where you can pause, rewind, stop, and record live TV. Get Showtime and the movie channel on demand and watch movies whenever you want. Get it on. Bright House Networks for just $59.95 a month. Get on the phone now and call 972-9700. Ask about our MLB Extra Innings and HDTV special offer. Get it on. Bright House Networks.
Can I help you?
Yes, you know, I can't find my ATM card. I know you're not open yet, but I've got to make this deposit today, and I'm late for work.
Okay,
and
I can take care of that for you. I'll make the deposit and just send you the receipt from the
great,
transaction.
thanks. You're a doll. I love it.
The all-new Andy Moore Chevrolet has quickly become one of the largest Chevy dealers in the country. How do we do it? By having the Chevy you really want in stock on our lot, like an all-new Chevy Cobalt for only $11,900. We have 20 at that price and over 50 in stock. Or get a new Chevy full-size pickup for only $12,700. That's right, only $12,700. We have over 200 trucks in stock. So find your new Chevy in stock at one of the country's largest Chevy dealers, Andy Moore Chevrolet.
Just looks cold, doesn't it? More than 12 inches of spring snow is beginning to melt in Cleveland. Thousands will spend another night without power as crews continue to work around the clock on the outages. Today, rain fell on the Cleveland area, making for a slushy mess on the roads. Several schools were closed as a result. Mama Adams is okay. She's got
Mama
power
Adams
and
fine. She
everything?
has power. She was not happy about the snow. I didn't feel so bad about the chilly temperatures we had over the weekend after I talked to her.
The wind's really blowing out there right now, and Darren's here to talk about some rain that's on the way.
Yeah, they're out of the west at about 60 miles per hour, so it's pretty windy out there. And really interesting, over the weekend we had a little bit of snow.
Yeah,
last
awfully
time
cold.
it snowed that late in April was 40 years ago, so we had some snow on Saturday.
Let's hope it's another 40 years.
Yeah, really.
It
It was beautiful today. Temperatures made it into the 60s. Everybody made it into the 60s. But we're going to see some changes for us come later on tonight into tomorrow as we have an approaching cold front. We'll talk about it coming here in a few seconds. So it's pretty windy out there right now. The current temperature at 53 degrees. You can see the winds out of the west, southwest at about 16 miles per hour. The dew point right now at 37. But once the rain gets here, that will obviously begin to bump up. The official high today, 62. That happened at 3:03. The low down to 34. No rain so far, but we're going to get some in the next 24 hours if we have an approaching cold front that move through later on tonight. You can see the average 66 and 44, and the record's 87 and 27 cents way back. So right now we're currently in the 50s for everybody. 56 for Lafayette, Peru, you're at 54 degrees. Anderson at 52, and the warmest temperature down the south, Bloomington right now checking in at 57 degrees. So here's the forecast for tomorrow. The month of April started out very, very dry. Now we're up to 4 inches of rain so far in the month of April. It'll be rainy tomorrow morning, then we think it'll taper off around 3 o'clock. With some scattered showers later on, and then cooler temperatures tomorrow. I don't think we'll make it out of the 50s. I'm forecasting a high of 57. So here we go with the clouds radar. The rain is very close right now. You can see all the moisture back towards the west. That'll be here for the morning commute. Let's go ahead and take a look at the radar closer and kind of show you exactly what's going on right now. A lot of this is not actually touching the ground, but you can see there's a lot of moisture back towards the west, some light rain falling in Greencastle, and all that is heading our way for us late tonight after midnight into a good portion of tomorrow morning, and then we think it'll taper off later on in the day. So here's a look at the forecast for us as this cold front approaches later on tonight, producing some light rain, and then it'll be more moderate as we get towards the morning hours. Cooler tomorrow. Like I said, we're not going to be in the 60s like we were today, forecasting a high of 57. So tonight, the rain is on the way. We're not going to be in the 30s. It'll be a little warmer, down to 44 by tomorrow morning. And then as you wake up, it'll be very cloudy outside with some scattered rain showers, forecasting a high of 57, where the average high is 66. So cooler tomorrow, a cooler day ahead as you take a look at the 5-day forecast. Kind of ugly for the next couple of days. 56 the forecast on Wednesday. Pretty much the same on Thursday, forecasting a high of 58. And then we get a little bit warmer as we get towards Friday and Saturday. Close to the weekend, temperatures will be in the mid to upper 60s. So a little bit of snow on Saturday. Beautiful today, but we're going to get some rain later on tonight and a good portion
After this weekend, we'll take those April showers.
Yeah,
okay, Darren. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Well, the Pacers look better tonight.
You weren't sure how they would respond. I think a lot of people didn't think they would respond the way they did,
They
Bob.
stepped up.
They did. They really stepped up. And
They
now,
needed to.
And now they have turned the tables on the Boston Celtics. The Pacers rebound in Game 2 against the Celtics tonight in Beantown. They now have home court advantage. And Reggie Miller is the hero at the Fleet Center. Complete highlights, and we'll hear from 31 next in sports.
Beautiful save. Miller baseline jumpers.
Fox 59 News at 10, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance congratulates the 2005 Project XL Writing State Champion, Kevin Sheehan from Roncalli High School. Project XL is proudly sponsored by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance congratulates the 2005 Project XL 3D Art State Champion, Rachel Planolt from Columbus East High School. Project XL is proudly sponsored by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance.
It's the only minivan with stone go seating. And I got 0% financing. It's got best-in-class cargo space.
And we need it. Bonus cash and a DVD player. It's got a 5-star side crash test rating.
Hurry in now and join over 1 million proud new owners during the Chrysler Spring Sales event to get the most award-winning lineup in our history. Get 0% financing plus an April bonus cash allowance that can save you up to $7,100 on Chrysler Town & Country.
We got the Town & Country we wanted. Right here.
You're watching people come home to their brand new Beazer home. Unfortunately, you can't feel the quality construction, or meet their new home counselors, or see all the personalized choices they selected. But then, neither can Laura here. She kisses with her eyes closed. For a community that's right for you, visit Beazer.com. Beazer Homes. Someday starts today.
Angela, Cynthia, Deliza, Wanda, and Dee Dee, the Ex-Wives Club. Meet them Monday on A Current Affair.
10:35 on Fox 59.
This is Fox 59 Sports.
Most said the Pacers' backs were to the wall tonight in Boston, but the Blue and Gold News Saturday was one bad performance, and a win tonight would not just even the series, but give Indiana home court advantage in the best of 7. And for former Celtic Larry Bird, that's just what happened for his Pacers tonight. They start quickly. Steven Jackson, 3 threes in the first quarter. He had 16 of his 20 points in the first. Just 7 points on Saturday night for Reggie Miller. Count 28 tonight. This 3 gives Indiana an 11-point first quarter lead. They led by 8 after 1. They went nearly 9 minutes without scoring in the second. Paul Pierce hits the long 3. Boston has its first lead at 42-40, but a 7-0 run capped by a James Jones buzzer-beating 3. Pacers 47-42 at the break. In the third, Pierce puts Boston on his back. First, he hits a 3 to break a 64-64 tie. Then he's going to follow with a 2-pointer. He had 33. Celtics led by as many as 7 in the fourth. But the Pacers rally a 14-4 run. First, Anthony Johnson gives the Pacers the lead for good, 80-78 with a minute to play. Then leading by 1, Reggie with a shot fake nails the floater, 82-79 Pacers with 37 seconds to play. Closing seconds, Celtics a chance to tie. Pierce misses the long 3. Pacers the rebound and the win, 82-79. The series now square at a game apiece. Game 3, Thursday night at 7:30 at Conseco Fieldhouse.
I'm just trying to play hard and finish my tenure here. And sometimes you just let sleeping dogs lie. And you know, I haven't talked trash in about 6 or 7 years in the playoff series. So, you know, I was just trying to play hard out there, and so was he.
I was just happy when they start screaming his name and the young guys want to start taunting him. You know, if I know y'all know, and I know, when I played against him, first thing, I never said anything to Reggie. Because once you upset him or pee him off, he going to wake up and give you like 5 straight threes. So I was kind of glad that they start going at Reggie because that woke him up, and we needed him to have the game he had tonight. 28 points. He did great, man. I just, you know, I'm glad I'm a part of this, and I get a chance to play with him his last year.
Boy, as we go to bed tonight, amazing how the mood has changed. With the regular season less than a month away, the Indiana Fever, they've opened training camp. On the agenda, a second trip to the playoffs for this sixth-year WNBA franchise. The annual Media Day at Conseco Fieldhouse, Tamika Catchings leads 9 returning players on the roster as always, everyone wanting to talk to the 3-time All-Star. The Fever finished last in the East a year ago, but only 3 games out of first and a game out of the playoffs. However, a few talented newcomers and a new attitude should go a long way towards that postseason appearance.
You know, with the players that we've gotten and the team, the core group that we still have, I mean, we have what it takes to make it to the playoffs. We have what it took last year. We just, down the stretch, choked. And I think that's one thing we will focus on early on this year. Every single day when we get together, we're going to have to sit down and talk about, okay, you guys, this is what we want. We want to make the playoffs. This is how we're going to do it.
Mike Davis and IU basketball lost Bracy Wright 2 weeks ago. Today, the Hoosiers find a replacement, one of the top junior college players in the country, 6'3" guard Earl Calloway, an honorable mention junior college All-American at Georgia Perimeter College. He averaged 18 points, 5 assists, 5 steals. He was one of the nation's leading JUCO three-point shooters. He started his career under Lou Henson at New Mexico State. Finally, to the diamond, the Indians, an early 11 a.m. start. Great time for a burger, but hold the onions. Low-scoring game. Indians break a scoreless tie in the third on Nate McLeod's sacrifice fly. That run more than enough. With superior pitching today from Ian Snell. Pitches into the 7th, allowing no runs, just 2 Toledo hits. It's 2-1, bottom of the 9th. Matt Corey picks up his 5th save of the year. The Indians lead the International League's West Division with the win today. 2-1. They're home again tomorrow at 7. And as I said, everybody will wake up tomorrow. Boy, will everybody in Indianapolis just feel much better. Pacers back home. We'll see if they practice tomorrow, have more for you tomorrow night.
How about Reggie Miller? Looks
You know,
like
he only
29.
he had 7 points on Saturday, 28 tonight.
It's playoff.
All right.
Thanks, Chris. How it works. Ahead on Fox 59 News at 10, Elton John is definitely feeling the love tonight. Hear the big announcement from the pop legend when we come back.
When our telecom laws were written, most people's idea of a hotspot was South Beach. But now it's a whole new world in telecommunications. If we update our telecom laws, more companies will invest in technologies that will allow us to work how we want, where we want. It's time for the laws to catch up to our lives.
New York? New York here. Miami?
Miami here. Better ways to work and play. Now that's the future.
Nice work, Miami.
Faster.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we know that South Bend is north and North Vernon is south. We know the location of Milan and why it's important. And the state flower? Well, that's easy. You see, with agents and employees in every county in Indiana, and only Indiana, we're not just aware of your life, we're part of it.
I'll be there.
Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. We're part of your life.
This city was designed to be a center of historic beauty and contemporary style. It's amazing how well it's all come together. EnjoyIndiana.com. There's a place where 16th century Spanish architecture comes with a twist. EnjoyIndiana.com.
People all over are waking up to a new kind of